Hello, welcome to my Simple Maths YouTube channel. Okay, this is series 2 of our Bece practice question. If you are yet to see the series 1, you can always look for it on our YouTube channel. And please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Press the notification button so that you can be notified when we have new video. Like and share our video and also recommend us to your contacts. Alright, in the series 1 we started some questions, so we'll just continue from where we stopped in the last class. Question 21 says simplify 8 times 10 raised to the power 9 divided by 4 times 10 raised to the power 6. So we'll be using our indices. According to law of indices, when you have division, you just subtract the power. So we'll start with this whole number. I'll divide this. 8 divided by 4 will give me 2. And then for the power, it will become 10 raised to the power 9 minus 6, which is 10 raised to the power 3. And that will give us 2 times 10 raised to the power 3. Is that okay? Good. Question 22 says the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is A centimeter and breadth B centimeter is? Okay, so the formula for perimeter of a rectangle is 2 into bracket length plus breadth. But in this question now, our length is A and our breadth is B. So I'll just put that into the equation. P perimeter is equals to 2 into bracket A plus B centimeter. And this is the perimeter of this particular rectangle. Is that okay? Very good. Alright, question 23 says a rope of 488.6 meters long is divided into equal pieces of 1.4 meter long. How many pieces are obtained? So I'll just say 488.6 divided by 1.4. That will give me the number of pieces I can get. Alright, now for me to divide it, because it's a decimal, let me teach you a simple way of dividing the decimal. So I'll just multiply both numbers by 10 to give me a whole number. So this will become 4886 and this will become 14. Is that okay? And then I can still divide it further. 2 can go here 7, 2 can go here 2, 4, 4, 3. So you see that this will be easier now. And then I'll say 2, 4, 4, 3 divided by 7. That will give me 349. So that means I'm going to have 349 pieces if I divide this by 1.4. Is that taken? Alright. Question 24 says the volume of 1 kilogram of liquid is 0.84 liters. What is the volume of 7.6 kilogram of the same liquid? So if 1 kilogram will give me 0.84 liters, then 7.6 kilogram will give me 7.6 multiplied by 0.84. Alright, this is also multiplication of decimal. So what I'll do is just change it to a whole number. Write this as 76, write this as 84. But take notes of how many number you have after the decimal. For this I have 1 number after the decimal. For this I have 2 numbers after the decimal. Just take note of that. Alright, so 76 times 84 will give me 6384. 6384, but that's not the final answer. I have to consider the decimal now. I have 1 here, I have 2 here, making a total of 3. So I'm going to move my decimal number 3 places to the left. So I'll move it this way. 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 6.384 liters. This is what my final answer would be. Is that okay? Alright. Question 25 says make C the subject of the formula. In this equation, I have 1 over A is equals to 1 over B plus 1 over C. Remember, when I'm making a letter the subject of formula, I want all other numbers or letter that is close to it eliminated so that I have just that number on that particular side. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do now is, because I'm making C, so I will move my B to my left hand side. So if B is crossing the equality sign, it becomes negative. So 1 over A minus 1 over B is equals to 1 over C. Is that taken? The next thing is to find the LCM of A and B. LCM of A and B is AB. Is that taken? So A in AB is B. B times 1, B. B in AB is A. A times 1, A A. So that's why I have B minus A over AB is equals to 1 over C. But remember, what we want to make the subject formula is C. So if I'm going to make C the subject formula, I'm just going to find the inverse of this, just like turn it the other way. So if I'm turning it the other way, I'm bringing C up and I'm bringing 1 down. So it will give me C over 1. C over 1 is the same thing as C. So whatever I've done to this side, I'll do to this side too. My AB will become my numerator and my B minus A will become my denominator. So C is equals to AB over B minus A. Do you understand? Just interchange your numerator and denominator. Let this come up, let 1 come down, let this come up, let this come down. So my C is equals to AB divided by B minus A. Do you understand this? Good. Question 26 says, find to the nearest degree the angle whose tangent is 3 over 4. Okay, first of all, I'll change 3 over 4 to decimal, and that will give me 0.75. So the next thing I'm going to do is to look at 0.75 in my tangent table. Remember, we did something like that in one of our questions. By the time I check 0.75 on my tangent table, I'm going to see it's under 36.87. So that means arctan 0.75 is 36.87 degree. Is that taken? So that is the answer, 36.87 degree. Question 27 says, find the law connecting y, x, and z if y is directly proportional to x, z, and when x is 3, z is 5, y is 2. Okay, so this is it. Y directly proportional to x, z. So I'm removing this sign and replacing it with equality sign, and then I will introduce my constants. Y is equals to kxz. So putting the values of y, x, and z into this equation, my y is 2. I put that y is 2. K times x is 3. Z is 5. So 2 is equals to k times 3 times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. 15 times k is 15k. So 2 is equals to 15k. And I'll divide both sides by 15. 15k divided by 15. 15 will cancel 15. I'll be left with k. So k is equals to 2 divided by 15. So this is it. K is equals to 2 divided by 15. Now how do I find the law? Finding the law simply means put the value of k into this equation, and that will give you the law. So y is equals to k. Instead of k now, put 2 over 15 xz, and this is the connecting law. Is that okay? Alright, question 28 says, a ladder 5 centimeters long leans against a wall so that it makes an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal ground. Calculate how far up the wall the ladder reaches. Okay, to make this easy, we need to use a diagram to represent it. This is your ladder. This is the ladder, 5 centimeters long, and this is the wall. I'm representing the height of the wall with x, and this is the distance from the wall to the foot of the ladder. Is that taken? So we have this. It said it makes an angle of 60 degrees with the horizontal ground. This angle is 60 degrees. So I have this, which is the length of the ladder, and then this is the height of the wall. Now the question says, how far up the wall does the ladder reach? Simply put, they're asking us to find the height of the wall. Is that okay? Alright, so because in this equation we have the opposite. This is the side facing the angle. So this is your opposite, and then this is the longest side, your hypotenuse. So because I have opposite and hypotenuse, I'm going to use sine. So sine 60 is equals to the opposite x over the hypotenuse 5. Sine 60 degrees equals to x over 5. So I'll find the value of sine 60. Okay, this table here is giving me the sine, cos, and tan of some angle. So I'll come here and look for 60. This is 60. Sine 60 is 0.8660. So I'll write it 0.866. Sine 60 is equals to x over 5. Then I'll cross multiply. My x is equals to 0.866 times 5. 0.866 times 5 is 4.3 centimeters. So x is 4.3 centimeter. It means that what the ladder is 4.3 centimeter. The wall is 4.3 centimeter. So is that taken? Do we get that? Good. Right, question 29 says find the next 4 terms of the following sequence. This is the sequence 2, 5, 8, 11, 14. The first thing I need to look at is what's the relationship between all this number. Now you notice that I need to add 3 to the previous term to get the next term. If I say 2 plus 3, that will give me 5. 5 plus 3 will give me 8. 8 plus 3 will give me 11. 11 plus 3 will give me 14. So that's the same thing I will do. Add 3 to each number to get the next number. So 14 plus 3 will give me 17. 17 plus 3 will give me 20. 20 plus 3 will give me 23. 23 plus 3 will give me 26. So the next 4 terms are 17, 20, 23, and 26. Is that okay? Good. Alright, question 30 says a car travels 84 kilometers in 2 hours. How far does it travel in 3 hours? So if it travels 84 kilometers in 2 hours, then it will travel 84 divided by 2 kilometers in 1 hour. Is that taken? So 84 divided by 2 is 42 kilometers. It simply means it travels 42 kilometers in 1 hour. Now that I know the number of kilometers it travels in 1 hour, so in 3 hours it will just be 42 kilometers times 3. And that will give me 126 kilometers. So it means it travels 126 kilometers in 3 hours. Is that taken? Okay. Question 31. Find the discount price if a discount of 10% is given on a cost price of 430 naira. Now, for me to know the discount price, I'll say the cost price minus the discount that is given. So let's calculate the discount. Since it's 10%, 10% means 10 over 100 of the cost price. So 10 over 100 times 430. Okay, this 0 cancel this 0. This 0 cancel this 0. So I'm left with 43 naira. The discount is 43 naira. Now, for me to know the discount price, I will just say the cost price 430 naira minus the discount 43 naira, and that will give me 387 naira. So this is the discount price. Is that okay? Alright. Question 32 says factorize xyz minus ayz. So factorize means I should bring out the common factor, isn't it? xyz, ayz, yz is common to both of them, so I'll bring that out, yz. So if I say xyz divided by yz, I'll be left with x, and then if I say ayz divided by yz, I'll be left with a. So that gives me yz into brackets x minus a, isn't it? Just as simple as that. Question 33. Simplify 2 over 5x plus 1 over 3y. Okay, so I have to find the LCM of 5x and 3y. The LCM of 5x and 3y is 15xy. Isn't that 15xy? So I'll put that here, 15xy. Then 5x in 15xy will give me 3y. Then I'll say 3y times 2, 6y. And then 3y in 15xy will give me 5x, and then 5x multiplied by 1 will give me 5x. So 6y plus 5x divided by 15xy is the final answer. Do you understand that? Okay. Right, question 34. The area of a square is less than 49 centimeters square. Find the length. So we have these options: 49 centimeters square, 7 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 14 centimeters. Now the area of a square is length times length. We know that, isn't it? Now if the area is 49 centimeters square, then the length will be what? The square root of 49, which is 7 centimeters. And then if the area is less than 49 centimeters, it simply means that the length will also be less than 7 centimeters. So I'm going to look at all these options. Which of this length is less than 7 centimeters? 4. So that means 4 centimeters is my answer. Is that okay? Right. Question 35. Solve the equation a minus bracket open 7 minus a bracket close is equals to 5. Now when you have something like this, you have a sign in front of a bracket. You are not multiplying, you're just going to use the sign to open the bracket. So this would be a minus 7, because this is another negative. Minus times minus will give me plus. So this would be a minus 7 plus a is equals to 5. Is that taken? Alright. So let's collect like terms now. A plus a will give me 2a, and then I have minus 7 is equals to 5. Okay, minus 7 is going to move to this other side to become plus 7. So 2a is equals to 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7 is 12. 2a is equals to 12. Then I'll divide both sides by 2. 2a divided by 2. 2 cancel 2. And I'll be left with a. Then 12 divided by 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So a is equals to 6. Is that taken? That's the final answer. Alright. Question 36. 6 notebooks cost 180 naira. Find the cost of 44 notebooks. So if 6 notebooks cost 180 naira, then I have to find the cost of one notebook. And then one notebook will be 180 divided by 6. And that's 30 naira. So if one notebook is 30 naira, then 44 notebook will be 44 times 30 naira. And that will give us 1,320 naira. So this is the cost of 44 notebooks. Do you understand this? Right. Now we have question 37. Find the value of tan theta in the figure below. Okay, so this is your theta, this is your hypotenuse, this is your opposite, and this is your adjacent. Now we know that tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Is that okay? Let me take that again. This is my angle, so the side facing the angle is the opposite. So opposite is 6 centimeter, then this is the adjacent 8 centimeter, and this is the hypotenuse, the longest side 10 centimeter. So tan theta now is opposite over adjacent. This is my opposite 6, and then my adjacent is 8. 6 over 8. Okay, but I can divide this further. 2 here 3, 2 here 4. So in our options, the answer are actually in fraction form, so we'll just leave it like this. Tan theta is 3 over 4. But if you're asked to go further, you can change it to decimal and then find, but this is what we are asked to do. Just put it in fraction form, 3 over 4. So tan theta is 3 over 4. Do you understand that? Alright. Question 38. Calculate the volume of a cylinder of diameter 1 meter and height 1 number 3 over 4 meter. Take pi to be 22 over 7. So you need to know the formula for finding the volume of a cylinder, and that formula is pi r square h. Then I'll put the values of all of this into the equation. So V is equals to my pi is 22 over 7 times, okay, because the diameter is 1, the radius will be half of this, 1 over 2. 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, because I have radius square, times height. My height is 1 number 3 over 4. So I'll change this to improper fraction. 4 times 1, 4, plus 3, 7. 7 over 4. Is that taken? Okay, so this 7 can cancel out this 7. Then this 2, here 1, 2, here 11. So I'm left with 11 over 8. On the denominator side, I have 2 and 4. 2 times 4 is 8. On the numerator, I'm left with 11 and 1. V is equals to 11 over 8. So 8 and 11, 1, remainder 3. And that's 1 number 3 over 8 meter cubed. So that's the volume of this cylinder. Is that okay? Question 39. If 5 is multiplied by its multiplicative inverse, the result is, okay, the multiplicative inverse of 5 is 1 over 5. So I'll just say 5 multiplied by 1 over 5. So 5 cancel 5 and I'm left with 1. So 1 is the answer. Okay. Question 40 says solve the equation 2x over 3 plus 5 is equals to minus 3. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is to bring my 5 to the other side. And remember, once plus 5 cross the equality sign, it becomes minus 5. So 2x over 3 is equals to minus 3 minus 5. Minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. 2x over 3 is equals to minus 8. Then I cross multiply. this will give me 2x is equals to minus 8 times 3. Minus 8 times 3 is minus 24. 2x is equals to minus 24. And then I'll divide both sides by 2. 2x divided by 2, 2 cancel 2, I'm left with x. Minus 24 divided by 2, and that's minus 24 over 2. Minus 24 over 2 is minus 12. So my x is minus 12. Is that okay? Very good. Alright, with this we come to the end of this series. Don't forget you can still check out for other series on our YouTube channel. And if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the notification button so that you can be notified when we have new video. Like and share our videos and recommend us to your friends. And don't forget, we have different topics that has been explained on the YouTube channel. If you need help on any of this topic, just type the topic on the search button and you'll be able to get materials that are related to the topic. Thanks for watching and listening. Bye bye.